Hello, ATSA families, our returning students, our new students, our students who've been with us for a year but have yet to see our campus. We are excited to welcome you to ATSA this school year in person. My name is Kevin Hood. I am the assistant principal here at Aspire Alexander Twilight Secondary Academy.
And I'm Rachel Hawk. I'm the Dean of Instruction.
Perfect. We're recording this video right now, so to provide all of the information you're going to need in order to start on the first day of school, which is July 28th. And then we will be planning to hold on July 21st at 4:30 p.m. via Zoom, a question and answer session with our administration team. So take the information that we were about to provide you, stop it, keep it going, play it again, and bring your questions, and we'll try and clarify anything that may be confusing. Here's our agenda for today. We are going to discuss all of these topics from first day of school, bell schedule, Saturday school, important dates, uniform policy, try to hit on everything you would need to know as a returning student as well as a new student on our campus. We will also touch on the current COVID protocols just to get you prepared for that.
So our first day of school, like Mr. Hood said, is Wednesday, July 28th. And since it's a Wednesday, we will be using our usual Wednesday minimum day schedule. Every day before school, we ask that you do a health check before leaving home. There's more about that on the next slide. Drop-off starts at 8 a.m. The gates open at 8:10. Our drop-off procedures are that there are 3 lanes of moving traffic through the parking lot. So you are welcome to move through any of those 3 lanes. Just be sure not to park in any of those 3 lanes so the traffic continues to move. If you do need to park, please make sure to use the parking spots that are closest to the front of the school so you're not blocking traffic. And you might be blocked in, so be aware of that. During busy drop-off time, there will be families moving behind you, so it is difficult to park and get out. There are masks required for all students and staff as of this time. Again, right now we're recording this video on July 15th with our most up-to-date information, and we will keep updating you as the situation changes. Right now, students are going to receive their first period room assignment via Parent Square, and when they go to their first period on the first day, they will be given the rest of their full schedule by their first period teacher. There has also been several other announcements throughout the school year. There was a supply list of recommended supplies sent out to all families via Parent Square. Their summer break work was also sent out via Parent Square. If you are a new student to ATSA, do not worry about the summer break work. We totally understand that you did not receive that, and it will be excused if you are new to ATSA. Pickup on a minimum day will be at 1:10. So please be aware that our first day is a minimum day. Pickup is very similar to drop-off, except usually it's slightly less crowded because some families do pick up at different times if they attend the after-school program. So for pickup, once again, there are 3 lanes of moving traffic. Please be aware of that and try to keep all traffic moving smoothly. Our after-school program is called Roars. It does begin on the very first day of school, so that will be available to you. And there will be more information about that and signups available at Saturday school.
Right. Very important, families, before you leave home, that you ask all of your scholars these 2 questions. Has the family had close contact with anyone in COVID in the last 2 weeks? Has student had COVID-like symptoms in the last 2 days? During this time, we still want to err on the side of caution. So if they answer yes to any of those questions, go ahead and keep them home for that day. Drop off no earlier than 8 a.m. in the morning. So for those of you that are returning with us, that were with us in person prior to COVID, our school day does not begin until 8:30 this year. So no later than 8 a.m. drop off, and we'll have adults that are able to supervise students. Gates will open around 8:10. They'll be able to go grab breakfast. Regular day lunches for high school is 11:30 to 12. Middle school is 1 to 1:30. On minimum days, high school is lunch from 10:15 to 10:45, and middle school 11:15 to 11:45. As stated earlier, dismissal on minimum days is 1:10, and regular days it is going to be at 3:30. Start a little later, you have to end a little later. Homework helper Tuesday and Thursdays from 3:30 to 4. And then every Monday and Fridays, we will have some extracurricular activities for students via enrichment and other things from 3:30 to 4. And then our after school program dismisses daily at 6 p.m. So on minimum days, they go into roars and then they end at 6 p.m.
So like we said earlier, Saturday school is Saturday, July 31st. The first half of the day will be virtual on Zoom. So it will begin with a virtual admin office hours, another Q&A similar to the one coming after this. It will be in Mr. Hood's Zoom room again. We will have after that a homework helper where you get to meet all of the teachers all together for each grade level. Then you will go through your students' usual schedule through all the periods to hear from each of the teachers. Then you will have advisory at the end of the day, like all students do every day. There will be an opportunity to meet with family council and see if you're interested in signing up for that. After 12:20, teachers will be setting up for our in-person event. From 1 to 3, we would like to welcome families on campus. Masks will be required for everyone, but we will be socially distancing as much as possible outside. For some fun carnival games, there will be food vendors, uniforms will be for sale, and all of our various digital communications, such as Parent Square and Power School, will be available for you to sign up. We will have computers and people able to answer questions. All of these details and a schedule will be sent out via Parent Square.
This year, breakfast and lunch are free for all students, courtesy of the state of California. Please, though, we still need to complete the meal application online at mymealtime.com. Please make sure you do it. It tracks other information that is important for our school and funding and different things like that. We are requesting all parents complete it regardless if they qualify. So even though meals are free, it's gonna be consistent, but please make sure you fill out your meal application. The ladies in the office will call. So please get it done as soon as possible.
We do love to communicate with our families, and we have multiple platforms for doing so. There are websites that you can sign up for to receive communications. This came to you through Parent Square. We also have Power School, which is grades and attendance. So you can see your students' grades as they're updated from the teacher. You can see their attendance. Parent Square is mostly used for school announcements, but you can also individually message teachers, kind of like email. Class Dojo is the behavior management system that we are using. So for positive behavior intervention, it's really great to sign up because you can see in real time your student earning those positive points in class. We have a pretty active social media presence on Facebook and Instagram, so those are our names there. If you do need to contact any teachers or staff, everyone has the same format for their email of first name, period, last name at aspirepublicschools.org. So that's an easy way to find a staff member. But if you're not sure of their first name or last name, please reach out to the front office. Our phone number at the front office is listed there. Then some important admin that you might need to contact would be Mr. Trejo, our Dean of Students, me, the Dean of Instruction, Mr. Hood, our Assistant Principal, and then the ROAR's After School Program Director is also listed there as well. She's Ms. Garcia.
All right, office procedure is a little different with office procedures as they've been in the past, but we wanted you to know our office hours for the school year are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 to 4, and on Wednesdays from 8 to 2. Emergency cards have to be filled out every year, and we need you to complete that. Again, we thank you so much for parents that get this done ahead of time and as soon as possible. At this time, due to current COVID protocols, we are not allowing visitors on campus until further notice. Messages can be left for students in the front office, and we will do our best to communicate them. So if you need to get a message to your student, please go ahead and reach out to the office. Please refrain from texting or calling, as cell phones are not allowed to be seen or heard during the school day. Admin appointments, we really want to meet with parents whenever at all possible. It's very important for us to partner with our families. We want you to feel like a partner. We would just ask that you try and schedule ahead of time if at all possible. Understand if you do drop in to try and meet with us, we may have other meetings on at that time and we'll have to schedule something. If you want to make an appointment with one of us, depending on whatever area it's regarding, please reach out to the main office and our office assistants will be able to schedule it. Records requests, we need at least 48 hours to turn around most record requests, if not all. And then any medical needs that we need to be aware of, or doctor's notes, or in any kind of prescriptions or asthma inhalers, please get a doctor's note and turn that into the office with the correct instructions. for our office team.
We are really proud of our rigorous academic program here and the supports that we offer for all students. So progress reports, which are a list of the students' grades, will be distributed each week. And like we said earlier, we have homework helper with all of your students' teachers every Tuesday and Thursday as an offering. Students should definitely attend that for some extra support. All late work, if a student misses an assignment, is due the last Friday of each month. So it is super important that if a student misses an assignment, they get that turned in before the last Friday of each month. Like we said earlier, Power School is where we store all grades and attendance, and students will be accessing their virtual work, any homework or classwork on Canvas. Teachers may choose to use paper this year since we are in person and back in a physical space, but Canvas will be the majority of our online work.
Attendance policy, something to be aware of. Excused absences. Any excused absences is like sick, doctor's appointments, dentist appointment, eye doctor appointment. Those are excused absences, but they have to be communicated to with the school within 5 days of the absence. Anything after 5 days, we actually have to mark unexcused, even if it was a legitimate excusal. And then unexcused absences would be like family vacations or other things. Unfortunately, legally, we are not allowed to excuse those. Tardies, all tardies will be reported to students and parents in real time. We believe in communicating with our families as fast and as transparent as possible. So in the event students are late to class in the middle of the day, we want you to be notified so that way it doesn't become a habit, and that way you're able to address whatever you need to address on your end. So it's just really important to us to communicate those things to our parents in real time.
We do have a uniform here at ATSA, and our purple polos and black polos can be purchased from the front office. Students in grades 6 through 8 wear purple polos from the front office, and students in grades 9 through 12 wear black polos. Other than that, all grade levels wear the same bottoms, so pants can be khaki or navy blue. Shorts and skirts should be within 3 inches above the knee. They can also be khaki or navy blue. And as always, make sure clothing is never too tight or too loose. We know a lot of students had growth spurts in the past couple of years with us being out of uniform for COVID. So if you need to purchase new uniform pieces, they are for sale in the front office. They will definitely be for sale at Saturday school. And we have a variety of outerwear, sweaters, hoodies, all weather jackets, things like that that are available for purchase as well with our school logo on them. You are also allowed for students to wear plain outerwear that has no logo on it. So all black, all navy, all gray, things like that are totally fine as well. On Fridays, students are able to wear any ATSA t-shirt. So even if it's not a polo, we give out a lot of t-shirts as prizes throughout the year. Sometimes like seniors make a senior class t-shirt. So those are fine to wear on Fridays. And any college t-shirt or hoodie is able to be worn on Fridays as well with khaki pants. No jeans on Fridays, make sure they're still wearing the same uniform bottoms. On free dress days, if a student earns a free dress pass or purchases one with their class dojo points, that student is able to follow the free dress guidelines in the handbook. So pay attention to those, because for those days, things like jeans and other items are allowed, but pay attention to the regulations.
School culture. Carries, they are community expectations. And so it's just different character traits that we want to build up in our students. We use the advisory program, and every class has them. And we try to remind our students to activate these skills that we are teaching them in the event they need them. SEL is our ruler curriculum, kind of building up that emotional capacity. We train our teachers to provide meta moments for our students, for students to identify like how they're feeling, when they're feeling. So really, it's been a great tool that we've been using these last few years. Class Dojo is our PBIS system. We kind of went away from this for the last few years, but we are coming back. We are excited. Dojo is such a great resource that allows real-time communication to our families, how their student is doing in class, and you'll receive that information on how to sign up and download the app on your phone. As a parent, my students have it and I love it. It's great communication from the teachers. I feel more in touch with my students' teachers. Restorative practices, we do our best to teach lessons, not always focus on the consequences. And so whenever situations do arise, we want to help teach the lesson. And then, however, at times there are times where we need to use traditional means of behavior redirection. And those are outlined in our handbook.
Like we said earlier, ROARS is our after school program. It serves students in grades 6 through 9. It does run from the end of the school day to 6 p.m., regardless of whether that is a minimum day or a regular day. All days end at 6 p.m. for ROARS. The teachers in ROARS give enrichment such as art and other fun enrichments, as well as academic support such as homework helper. The cost is $30 per student per month. Unless you have 2 siblings enrolled, they do have a reduced fee for that, $50 per 2 siblings per month. And there are financial aid scholarships available. So if you're interested, please do ask about that. There's an interest form online. And as we said earlier, Ms. Garcia is the after school director. Her phone number is listed there. She will also be at Saturday school, able to answer questions and sign people up in person. But ROARS does start from the very first day of school.
All right, Aspire Handbook. We've mentioned this a few times in this video. You are going to receive our full handbook via Parent Square. Please read it over, check it out. It covers just about everything from grades and how we grade, and our timing and our lunches and our bell schedule. Please check it out. Our calendar's in there. We will give the students a more condensed version of it. It's called the mini handbook on the first week of school, which they will go over in class. We ask that parents electronically sign the handbook, and then there are hard copies available if they need one. And then, like I said, parents must read and agree to abide by the policies with their students. So parent and student signature on that, please.
There are some super important upcoming dates, such as the first day of school. Once again, is Wednesday, July 28th, and that will be a minimum day. Directly after that, we have our fall Saturday school on July 31st. Something super exciting to look forward to are our student-led conferences that we do each year before the major breaks. So right before fall break, we have our student-led conferences, and then we have a week off the first week of October. There is no school. We do have a week off for Thanksgiving this year. We have 2 weeks off for winter break. And then we have our spring student-led conferences right before our spring break, where we have a week off as well.
As we said at the beginning of this video, orientation questions. So if you've gotten to this end of the video and you feel like you still have clarifying questions that you need or would like to know, please come to our orientation question and answer session Wednesday, July 21st at 4:30 p.m. It will be in my Zoom room. We will send the Zoom link out via Parent Square, so you will have it. We thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this video and watch it. We are looking forward to welcoming your students on our campus. We are looking forward to partnering with you this year. And thank you so much for entrusting us with your kids this school year. Have a great day.